Why Brad Pitt banned himself from ever getting an Instagram account. Brad Pitt is one of the few Hollywood stars to keep away from social media. Inching closer towards his 60s, Brad Pitt is showing no signs of slowing down as he remains Hollywood royalty all these years later. His breakout in Thelma and Louise feels like it was in a different life, but that was the actor's true breakout role. He never looked back since, repeatedly making massive box office hits. In the following, we're going to take a look at his life on and off the set. We'll take a look at why Quentin Tarantino believes Pitt is among the final true film stars to exist. We're also going to reveal the real reason Brad Pitt has decided against a social media account. Clearly, given his response, Pitt doesn't feel as though he's missing out by not being on social media. We'll also reveal what Brad's life is like these days away from the camera, in his personal life. Quentin Tarantino called Brad Pitt one of the last real movie stars in Hollywood. Looking at the current landscape of Hollywood actors, there are only a select few that refuse to get on social media. Heck, the likes of Jennifer Aniston would even make the commitment. However, others like Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio choose to remain traditional by keeping their identities off camera as quiet as possible. Pretty much like true movie stars from back in the day. According to Quentin Tarantino, Brad Pitt very much gives off an old-school vibe on set. The director detailed his memorable experience alongside the actor. He suggests an older-style movie star. He's really good-looking. He's also really masculine and he's also really hip, he gets the joke. But the thing that only the directors that work with Brad and the actors that act opposite him really know, what he's so incredibly talented at, is his ability to really understand the scene. Tarantino continues, he might not be able to articulate it, but he has an instinctive understanding about it. He's one of the last remaining big-screen movie stars. It's just a different breed of man. And frankly, I don't think you can describe exactly what that is because it's like describing starshine. Despite all his fame and fortune, Pitt continues to keep his life private, especially when it comes to social media. He finally addressed the reason as to why, and it makes complete sense. Brad Pitt revealed he'll never get a social media page like Instagram because his career is fine without it. Speaking alongside E! News, Brad Pitt was asked a few questions, which included what's the one main tip to making it in Hollywood. Pitt revealed persistence if key, you gotta keep plugging away, he said. The interviewer would then change tone, telling Brad that he was the last movie star not to join Instagram. Pitt laughed off the question stating that he likes his privacy and that he's doing just fine without it, which is really hard to argue. Fans in the comments section of the video praised Pitt for his style and choosing to keep private in this day and age. Brad Pitt doesn't determine his self-worth by how many likes he receives on Instagram, unlike all the other desperate attention seekers wanting validation, the most liked comment writes. Another fan writes, I appreciate and like his old-school mentality in this social media obsessed society of today. Credit to Pitt for standing by his decision. Nowadays, he seems to be enjoying life, and he's doing so away from the public eye. According to People, Brad Pitt is living his life these days off and on camera. According to insiders alongside People, Brad Pitt is living his best life these days, under his current circumstances. The publication writes, Brad has dinner with his younger kids when they are all in L.A. Since the kids are older now, they have their own life and friends. Brad still has a pretty good relationship with them. The source continues, Brad has his movies, he has Mirabel and he has these other passions, says the source. He loves architecture, he loves creativity. He's living his best life under the circumstances. As far as the key for Brad Pitt goes in his lifestyle, it is all about being real, even if that means you're different from everyone else. At the end of the day, it is about holding true to yourself. You can't be different for difference sake, and this doesn't always work, but you have to separate yourself from the normal red. Of course, it has to be truthful. If it's not truthful, don't waste your time, Pitt revealed. Clearly, the actor thrived with this mentality, and it appears as though he's doing just fine without social media. He likely won't ever join, but he did say you should never say never. That's it for today's video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.